Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We're doing our AI-only championship series here in Civilization 6. We are down to the final 6, and this is group stage number 1 right now. Things are fairly balanced, except Basil's a little bit behind. Not too much, though. Simón's second to last, but only by 1 point behind Lautaro. And then Genghis kind of right now is in the lead, although he did just recently lose a couple cities over to Vietnam. But we'll see whether or not Vietnam can hold him. Looks like Mongolia is trying to take him back, although I don't think he declared war. No, he didn't declare war. Honestly, he wouldn't really be able to take him right now, so probably better if he doesn't. Dude, immediately popped up walls in Korla, immediately going for medieval walls. So, yeah, at this point, it might be a little easier for Mongolia just to get him back via a dramatic gauge flip. I was going to say between natural flipping, but that doesn't actually exist. So Preslev is not a free city. That's still a city-state. I'm a little surprised Byzantium's not down here. He ended up going and settling up into the north first, which, you know, that's fine. In fact, probably maybe preferred, you know, definitely like cut all this off so that, you know, Maya couldn't go settle over there. So, yeah, not bad. Maya still got a little room over here to the north. Mapuche's got a little room to the south. Gran Colombia's got a little more room as well. And then we got a little more room up here to the north. But for the most part, we're starting to run out of landmass territory. Other than this little island over here that's not really close to anyone. Yeah, it looks like anyone can settle on this over here without any loyalty pressure. Now, who's discovered it and who can actually get over there, that's a whole nother story that we're not even going to worry about. So, Mongolia popping out the wonders. I don't think he's wonder obsessed, but he's definitely been popping out quite a few this game. So, he was in the lead when it came to wonders. I wonder if that's still the case here. So, he's still at 5. Late 6 guys also at 5 now, as is Simón. Okay, so they're spread out a little bit more. So keep in mind, the wonders are going to be a little closer, not so much to the last round or the last game where we ended up having 8 players, but closer to the other ones where, you know, like 1,500 points or 1,600 points at turn 215 is like kind of probably like we want to see where everyone's at. Although, actually, take that back. We want to see people at like 800 points right around turn 215. Because that's going to put them on pace for what would have been 1,600 points, which was generally, well, was always safe, at least when it came to 6-player games. Now, once again, our 8-player game just completely screwed that up a lot more than we actually thought it would. But yeah, because we had what? Let's see. Yeah, we had civs that won with 1,200 and 1,300. They made it through. So, yeah. So points were definitely a lot harder to come by, which is a little surprising. I didn't think it would have that big of a deal. But, you know, I suppose less people, because you're less likely to get a religion too. You know, the wonders are worth quite a bit. And I guess with 2 extra civs, that they are taking quite a bit of wonders. So, all right, Quora actually got taken back by Mongolia. Okay, touche, dude. I did not think he was going to be able to do that. And that is excellent. Because if he can get a golden age and then Vietnam dark age, Korla is just going to immediately flip to him. Wow, dude, impressive by Mongolia. That is what it takes to be a champion right there. That's like Gandhi level style of consistency, or just being able to it's like either if they take a free city back that flips, or specifically in this case, yeah, just being able to conquer a city that you ended up losing to flipping. That's impressive. That is very impressive. So Vietnam did not get a dark age though, but he did get a golden age. He might still be able to flip it. We'll have to see. Dark ages by Byzantium and the 86 guys. So the East Coast has some dark ages then. So Palenque is going to flip right back to her. I don't think that'll be a problem. Sinope is also going to flip right back. So nothing too major here, and I don't think either of them are really too close to have to worry about flippage. Korla, let's see here. So you're at 16, so you got a lot of loyalty pressure. I guess Thangalong is probably within enough range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're just in enough range. Keshkur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's just out of range. So that means Quora and Kabdo are the only ones putting loyalty on it. So what would be nice here for for Mongolia would be to conquer Jerusalem. Either take over Jerusalem or start settling over here. But obviously he could also go conquer it manually, but the city has walls. It actually has medieval walls. So I think that's a little unlikely. Also, I don't really like the military district here. The encampment, which is apparently a Thanon for Vietnam, I totally forgot about that. I'm not a huge fan of that right there, because you can still go straight into the city. But, yeah, But I mean, hey, at least you get to shoot anyone that's like right outside the city. So, you know, not end of the world. Not the best, but, you know, not the end of the world on that. So not much is happening down here with Simón or Mapuche. Catholicism is being pushed a little bit, but ironically enough, Lay 6 guy has been doing more of the religion pushing. So we do have Panama Canal. Seems like an early Panama Canal. Yeah, it seems a little early. Popping out here from Mapuche. I have to say, not a huge fan of that one. Now, I feel like there's better ones in this, but we should be able to see some golden gates. Now, are we going to have a good golden gate? Probably not. Right here would not be bad. That's probably going to be about the only option. I mean, admittedly, it's not like there's a great place for a Panama Canal here. I suppose canal. Well, yeah, you could just double canal, right? Because I think you can build more than one canal in the city, right? Should be able to. I just hate it when it's just like, it's not even the capital, right? It's just some random city here. It's just some random city. I wish there was a way to actually connect these out, but yeah, not really. So, okay, I'll give it to you that there's not really any good spots for a Panama Canal. So you are kind of, you know, it's a disappointing canal, but I'm not going to root against you. How about that? No Petra as of yet, at least that we've seen. There's a couple locations, though, that could be pretty sexy. Byzantium's coming down here. Good. That's what he needs, especially if he's going to make a comeback. He's fallen a little further behind, though. And the fact that you're about to pop out a wonder is going to put him even further behind. But I don't think he's still in a... Like, I don't think anyone's in a horrible spot right now. Like, the fact is, everyone might be right around 800 come turn 215. So, yeah, that's going to be a little weird when it's like, well, everyone's actually on pace to survive. Which, yeah, I mean, I guess that is a possibility here. Mongolia is popping out a Broadway. Yeah, so Vietnam. Oh, no, Mongolia was the one doing it. Yeah. Does he still have a chance? Maybe. He's popping out Broadway. He's popping out Hermitage. Those are both really good for winning a cultural victory. And he's getting some archaeologists. Dude. And Christ the Redentor, although he lost his religion, he gained it somewhat back. So Christ the Redentor is not going to be as useful as it could be. But, dude, he's rolling in it. He is rolling in it. There's an outside chance. I think he's not going to be able to, because I think like 163 is probably enough to curve him off. But still, that is going to be interesting. As for science, no one's really doing that hot. Like, no one's really going to be able to win that. Diplomacy, probably not. And religion, definitely not. So, okay. So we got to keep an eye then on Mongolia going forward. Can we see how many great works he has? I don't think so. 19 units. Oh, that's actually kind of new. The other thing I didn't know you could actually see here is the technology is known and civics known. That's nice. Tourism per turn's 204. So her tourism is only 59. Her culture is 153. So right now he has more tourism than they have culture. That's good. That is very good. Yeah, he's over 350 or 340 now. So yeah, a lot of it's going to come down to how many great works he has. So he's got 2 there. He's got 3 there. Because we can't actually make a trade deal with him. That's the unfortunate part. Yeah. I don't think there's any... I'm trying to think if there's a way to see how many great works someone has. Don't pop that up. Other than hovering over the city and seeing... So the Hermitage is under construction. Also, can you hover over a building? So if I hover over the city, does it tell me, hey, the great works that are in the Hermitage, for example? I'm trying to remember. I don't actually remember. It's been a minute. So the other one that would be really nice would be the dancing one in Russia. Big Ben and... he's popping out all the science ones over here. Yeah, Panama Canal. He's popping out Big Ben. River Valley, I don't know we've seen. There's not that many. There's some rivers. Never mind. There's some rivers. River Valley is being popped up right here. Okay, 9 turns on that. Byzantium, I don't think has had too many wonders. I think, if anything, that's partly why he's so far behind. Honestly, it's probably as much to do with the fact that his cities are just kind of congested here. So he just doesn't necessarily have the needed tiles for the wonders. I'm just wondering here, if I looked at his... Yeah, he's got 3. Yeah, which admittedly, Triu also only has 3, but she's got a lot more territory, and you know, she's doing okay for herself because of a lot of other things. So, like the fact that she's got a huge empire. Yeah, I bet her cities are a lot larger too as well. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of cities because once again, there's just not a lot of food over there. So it'd be really good if he was Pachacuti. Like that'd be a great spot for Pachacuti. So. Okay. Anyways, so Hermitage is officially done. So if I hover over it, it tells me the Great Works. If I hover over here, the Hermitage is in Karakoram. Yes. So we have pine trees and Annunciation. Yeah, see, it doesn't even show it. So I have to hover over the Great Site. Oh, that's kind of annoying then. Statue of Zeus as well. And then he also has the Great Bath. Yeah, he's been popping out the wonders from the get-go, man. I never mentioned the Dancing Wonder. God dang, I know where it is. The Bolshoi. God, I was like the wonder that I always slightly pronounce, or I used to pronounce wrong, but now I pronounce correctly. Anyways, he's also grabbing some ancient hippos. Hey, I love that name, dude. Ancient hippos. But he's got the rock bands. So, I mean, it's getting a little scary here. He might be able to just pull off this cultural victory. So what were we giving? I think it was 300, right? I think we decided on 300 as opposed to 500 for a victory, which I think is a little more balanced. Like 500 is almost like a guaranteed you're fine. And the thing is, almost you should be guaranteed to be fine if you win a game. Like it's kind of weird. Like, hey, we won the first game and then ended up getting eliminated. That seems like almost not okay. But there should still be the danger of it. Otherwise, then it's like, what's the point of even doing it, you know? Well, or why even include them? That actually, you know, now, because that wouldn't work for the finals. But on the knockout rounds next year, maybe that's something we do. Okay, if you win the game, congratulations, you move on. Actually, that's what we should have done with the second chance rounds, because we did 315, and that's why the series is so long, because we did 315. What we should have done on those on the second chance rounds is just do the quick fire 200 ones, 215 ones. Yeah, that would have been a little better. Honestly, if we could get larger group stages, that would be great, but that would probably require, I don't know, scalpers to stop ridiculously pricing it, and then for me to, you know, get a job that actually pays me money so I can rebuild my computer, which was the plan at the beginning of the year last year. Oy, oy, oy. And right now, being a homeowner, it's like, ugh, crap. Gotta spend money on everything else. Oh yeah, I don't think I even mentioned it. I think that was in the last one. So our water heater went out, which is like, yay. Oh, and that's the other thing. I like lost my hearing yesterday. My hearing's still kind of messed up. So long story short, we have a dishwasher. I don't think I said the story already. I'm pretty sure this was in the deleted episode. So if I did, apologies. But anyways, so we have a dishwasher. It came with the house. It was conveyed with the house. We knew it worked when it conveyed, but we hadn't really used it. Emily's just been kind of washing dishes, just never really got around to using it. And then for a while, we thought it was broke because you actually have to flick a switch up, a power switch on to actually get it to run. And we didn't know that there for a little bit. And it's like, oh, we're dumb. So anyways, we ended up running it yesterday, and it was so loud. Like, I was in the living room, like big open concept between our kitchen and our living room. I felt like I went deaf. Like it literally, my hearing was worse than a concert. And the thing is, I didn't think that it was like louder than a concert. Like it didn't feel that, but like for whatever reason afterwards, I'm like, dude, my hearing is messed up, and I like still kind of freaky with it. But anyways, so we're replacing that. And then our water heater went out, but it just turned out that like the breaker's been flipping on it. So I don't know what to do with that one. I have actually been doing some research, and it turns out Brian's actually turning into a bit of a handyman, which is a really weird thing to say because Brian has never been a handyman. So congratulations, Brian has now been good at handyman stuff, which if you had told me a year ago that I would actually be good at handyman stuff, it's like kind of crazy. So, all right, Byzantium got a Dark Age. What else here? Mapuche, Vietnam got a Dark Age, and Mongolia got that Golden Age. So then Korla did not flip, nor is Korla flipping right now, which is a little surprising. The bigger thing is the fact that it's not flipping, and she doesn't have a governor there. So that's very unlikely to flip. Kancia actually was the one that flipped. So that one should go back to Gran Colombia, because he's in a Golden Age. Yes, because it was just Mapuche. And Mapuche is going to get his town back. Yeah, so it's Mapuche, Vietnam, and then Byzantium. But anyways, like, I think all of it goes back to, like, me building computers. Like, having built a computer, it's like doing, like, electrical work, like fixing a water heater. It's like, oh, yeah, it's just, like, replacing components. It really, like, it doesn't seem that intimidating, other than the fact that, you know, it can kill you. A lot easier. Like a computer, you can't die building a computer. Well, you shouldn't be able to die building a computer, but very easily you could electrocute yourself and kill yourself if you're not careful, which is why you have a power tester. Anyways, I'm not going to kill myself. Don't be worried about that. At least I'm not going to try to. I shouldn't. I'm pretty good at flipping off breakers and stuff like that. But anyways, Brian's now a handyman and we're getting a new dishwasher. Yay. And point being, all that means I'm not getting a computer right now. So, yay. Dude, freaking also National Park up here as well. He's only at 385. I think he needs to be over 400, closer to 500 at this point. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be able to pull it out. What's weird is he's got these rock bands, but he's not been doing. I hadn't been hearing them. Random tomatoes. I don't know. I liked ancient hippos a little better. There they are. Yeah, he hasn't used them yet. If he starts popping them out, maybe. Now, yeah, those give tourism. Also, slight request on Civ 7. This was a wonder. I wonder what was getting built there. Can we actually have a cultural explanation for what the heck is going on and just not this mysterious system? More than that, can we have a cultural game in which, it's kind of like the science game where, my winning it isn't, the difficulty of me winning it isn't determined by who else is trying to win? So Mapu ended up flipping, but now it's flipping right back. Although I'm pretty sure Governor stops that. Okay, there you go. Finally got the rock bands. We get to listen to those guys. I have missed the joy of listening to those rock bands in these 200-turn games. And that is 100% sarcasm. I wonder how easy it is to turn off rock bands. I mean, I know I could turn the sound off. And honestly, if we're going to do anything, I was just going to go turn the sound off again. Actually, I think there's a mod that does that. Yeah, I just got to go see if the mod actually works. As opposed to, no, it wasn't a mod. I think I actually changed the file. Yeah, I'm 95% sure that someone actually linked me something that told me how to change the file so I could kill it at one point. Which, admittedly, would be nice. So Cancia is now back to Gran Colombia. How's your score looking? That's not the score button, Brian. That is your score button. So Mongolia is rolling right now. It's turn 217, and everyone is on pace except Basil, basically. So, what does that tell you? I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what that means for the game. I mean, obviously, the scores are going to be higher, so 1,600 points isn't going to be able to, you're not going to survive with 1,600 points, but still, yeah. You'd figure, though, at this many turns, 1,600 points should be, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Rock Band died. Yay. Was that the Ancient Hippos? I think that was the Ancient Hippos. Because there's the Magic Guitars. He lost the other one as well. What was the other one? It wasn't the Turtles. I don't know, whatever the cool name on it was. Okay, so Mapuche is having some loyalty issues. Still having a lot of loyalty issues, actually, in fact. He's 50 points behind Triu. What's interesting on this is look at who's at the bottom. All 4 of the New Frontier civs are all at the bottom. And the 2 Rise and Fall civs are actually doing really good. Wait, Genghis Khan was Rise and Fall, right? Or was he default? No, he was Rise and Fall. I think I said that wrong last time. Yes, right? Genghis Khan Civ 6. Genghis Khan, yeah. We're, Genghis Khan Civ 6, where was he joined? Detail, lines, agenda. I don't care about his agendas. What point of the game did he come in? Civ. As the release, Genghis Khan's won the 6. Yeah. It was Rise and Fall. So we had 2 Rise and Fall civs, and then 4. So no base game civs. Interesting. Which is funny because 2 of the strongest civs in the game would definitely be base game civs. Russia and well, not Korea. Sorry, Russia and Samaria. Because Samaria was base game. Actually, no. Samaria was a DLC early on. Right? Dude, I don't remember any of those early DLCs. That's way past. Yeah, I don't remember that crap at all. Because I always forget that those, there were a bunch that were just early on. Portugal, Vietnam, Babylon, Byzantium. No, this was all New Frontier Pass. Huh. Oh, you know what? They don't sell them individual because they're all part of the base game now. But initially, I ended up paying more for, because I think I had a pass, because I remember paying for Indonesia. Huh. I don't remember how that works. So they must just be included now in the default game. Must be how it is. So Nagmapu ended up flipping over to Lay 6 guy. She's doing really good. So all right, so there you go. Lautaro's not being passed. Lautaro's still doing pretty okay though. He's actually working on spaceships. Science of Mongolia is in first right now, but I don't think we're anywhere close to getting any rockets being shot off yet. I take that back. Lautaro shot the first one off already, but still, he's got a long way to win the game. As for culture, yeah, it's not going to happen. Dang it. We thought we had a chance there. Mongolia lost quite a bit of his religion as well. And then it looks like this guy ended up flipping a bunch of Lautaro. Now, I feel like it's not the case, but like I feel like since this is all her religion, it should be a little more likely to flip. It only counts as if it's her religion if you have a religion, which, you know, sure. I suppose then you're not being punished if you don't go into the religious game, but we should have a new era coming here soon. Also, we got to wrap this episode up here in a minute, because these last 45 turns or literally last like 250 on are going to take forever, because, you know, yeah. I don't know how much a new video card would work. Like, part of me wonders at this point how much of it's just not optimized too, you know, because like the game is what, like 6 years old at this point. So I imagine it's not necessarily utilized to a maximum, like use all the maximum video RAM and processor speed and stuff from like newer stuff. Like, you know, does 32 gigs of RAM really make a difference compared to 16 now in Civ 6? I don't know. I remember when I upgraded to 32. I don't remember it making that big of a difference, to be honest. I think it probably has more to do with video RAM or processor. One of the two. Actually, that's a good question. Let's pop into Task Manager. Let's see here. So, CPU is at 61%. Memory's at 45%. Wow. Yeah, so it's using it's using 14.2 gigs. So yeah, there you go. So definitely not utilized to use all the gigage. Although admittedly, I don't think anything would want to use all your gigs, right, of memory. That would be kind of bad. CPU is only at 20 something percent, 40. Yeah, so it's more CPU heavy than GPU. Now, what's really annoying to me is the fact that it's only utilizing 64% of my CPU and only 44% of my GPU. It should be utilizing more and then running faster, correct? I need to look into that, because I don't exactly know how that works, how much of that's built into the coding. Like, is there things I can do to actually make it use it more? I gotta look into that. I don't know, but it just feels wrong though, right? Okay, so let's get to the next era and then we'll call it an episode, because I still have more headroom. So does that mean the game's bottlenecking itself then? You know, it's not like my video card is being bottlenecked by my processor, because my processor is being, maxed out. It still has it has a little more headroom. Definitely seems like my processor would bottleneck though, if it ever maxed out. Like if they both got maxed out, you know, at some point my video card would have more headroom than my CPU, but still, yeah, I gotta look into that. And then is there a way to crank up the ramage? Now I know there is a option here for the ramage, is there not? Performance impact. I mean, I could crank that up. But here's the thing, if you lower the graphics, should it not use... Actually, I wonder, if I cranked up the graphics to high, would it change then the usage? Would my usage go up? Things I don't know. Yeah, gotta spend a little more time researching and learning more about computers and stuff. I don't know. It's like intriguing to me. I love learning stuff. Like, it's like working on the water heater. I'm like, oh, like I totally learned how like water heating coils work. So they're like this cool little thing where they're just like a big loop. And so what happens is the electricity like goes into one side and it loops around. And so the electricity passing through the metal actually makes them hotter. And then that's what heats up the water. I'm like, that's really actually kind of cool. Huh. So I was like, hey, I learned that. I now know how it works. Anyways, so 6 turns left, and all you guys are like, who cares? Talk about the game. There's nothing happening in the game, okay? Nothing happening. And honestly, if you're here like 6 months later doing this series, you know, my ramblings have to, you know, be at least somewhat entertaining or at least good to fall asleep to. So whatever. Still hadn't flipped over here yet. Nag Mapu is full loyalty. Pul Mapu has potential to flip, but once again, it's all going to come down to the different eras. And we're starting to get the game lag or the slowdown. And I want to pop up Task Manager one more time because I just want to look at performance again. You know, here's the other thing. This might not actually be completely accurate either. Okay, so it's still the same. CPU's at like 50, 60. GPU's at like 40. My SSD's at 2%. I feel like that should be higher, right? Here's the other thing. So my CPU right now, so another 9% is actually going towards my recording. But same thing with my graphics, because I'm pretty sure I'm actually recording via, hold up, settings, output, recording, encoder X264. X264, isn't that one the graphic card one? I think so. Or is it, no, that's the processor one. Yeah, that is the processor one. I switched back to the processor one. I remember. I used to do the graphic card one. So anyways, so that means not only I'm using 60% of my GPU or CPU, but then part of that, 9% of that's actually going for the recording. So that means this game's using like 50% of my recording right now, which is weird. Well, 60%. But anyways, okay. Score-wise, right before the next era, Basil is now 400 points behind. He's gonna need some help at this point, which is so weird to me because he's still got like some territory over here. He needs a golden age, and honestly, getting cut off over here just sucks because he really could take this back. That would just be so helpful. Okay, so Vietnam got a dark age. Mongolia got a dark age as well. Interesting. But that one's going to flip back. I think, yeah, you're going to end up losing this then. And Nag Mapu is flipping here, but I'm wondering how much of that has to do with the free city here. So, all right, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. I'll be back with the next episode right after this. So, till tomorrow. Bye, everyone.